Hello there, beautiful people. Time for our tarot card of the day. Let's get straight into it. Keep these videos as short as possible. Connect with myself, asking for the card, asking for the best guidance for today, asking for clarity in our journey. And okay, so card for today is the Three of Wands. So the Three of Wands is a picture of this guy standing, looking out into what's either a river or an ocean, and there are three boats in the ocean. There are three wands here that are fixed in the ground. Just two of them behind him, and one of them that he's kind of supporting himself upon. So this card, first of all, the suit of wands represents this this fiery energy of our intuition, our spirituality, our connection to our higher self. It's the most subtle or the highest vibration of the four suits. The wands represents this connection to intuition that we have, this connection to our inner truth. And this card represents, more than anything else, if you notice, one of the important things about this card is that we don't see the face of the guy. He's just standing there and he's got his back to us. So he's looking out on a landscape which shows that he has a vision. He has a vision or a plan for the future. And he's got these wands that are very grounded in the earth around him and behind him. And these wands are like a spiritual support, if you like, that are backing him up. We just see his back, and he is backed up by his own connection to himself and his own connection to his truth. He's backed up by his intuition. And this is what this card represents. It's like a calling. I mean, it's quite a card of success. It's a card of prosperity and clarity. And yet this clarity doesn't come from the outside so much as from the inside, from his previous work that he might have done and from his connection to the higher self. Now, I've always seen this card as a connection to our guides, as a connection to what you might call your spirit guides or your angels, or if you just want to call it, your inner intuition, your inner knowing, that part of you that we're not always connected to, if we're honest, on a day-to-day basis, because we're just running around more in our heads or in our emotional states of awareness, and we're not centered enough to feel our hearts. And this represents a heart connection where we are, where we feel a trust in ourselves and a faith in ourselves. And so this card is calling for remembering that we are kind of supported in this life. Sometimes we feel alone, sometimes we feel like we don't have the support of life around us, and a lot of the time this brings self-doubt and this inability to move forward. And this card is all about exploring, jumping into something new and diving into a new adventure and having the ability to take a risk. And this card often means travel, because it's like a vision into a far distant place with these ships that might represent some journey that we might want to take. With COVID, there's not much travel going on, but maybe it's a journey that you need, a journey of expansion, maybe, that we need to understand this card is talking about. So if you're faced with an opportunity maybe, and this card comes up, take the opportunity. Understand that you are supported in your journey. And sometimes, sometimes it's a mere awareness, or it's the mere remembering that we are backed up, we are supported in our life, that allows that support to come through. Sometimes if we ignore it, then there's no open window, there's no open door to give us guidance or to give us that spark of an idea or to push us in the right direction, because we're not in connection, we're not conscious that support is actually there. Sometimes we have, for me, I got this card sometimes because I think I've got to do it all on my own, whereas this is the card that's saying, hey, you're not on your own, you can be supported. And this means in the people and friends around you too, in your work, in your family. And if you have too much pride to ask for help, then sometimes it's good to ask for help, and it's good to accept the support of the people around you and understand that this is life backing you up. This is life that is always prepared to back you up if you think you're worthy of it. And that's the big story. So if there was an exercise that relates to this card, maybe it's, connecting to your inner guidance, and this would be for you to sit down and take a few minutes of silence, be still with yourself, shut your thoughts up, just shut the crazy flow and up and down of your emotions for a few minutes. And after a few minutes, focus on what you're truly wanting in your life right now. Focus on a pure intention that you have for what's going on in your life. Feel that intention, feel that desire, and ask yourself, ask your spirit guide, if you want to call it that, ask your intuition if you want to talk about it in this way. It's the same. Ask that part of you that knows. Ask what you can do in order to achieve your goals. Sit down and listen. Whatever comes to your mind, you can write it down, jot it down. Then ask the question again. What can I do? Don't expect the answer to come straight away. It might not do. But with your intention, your perseverance, you will and can experience support from the inside. And this is maybe one of the most important places to find your inner guidance, or your guidance in general. Is not from the outside, somebody doing a reading for you, or somebody telling you what to do, but you telling you what to do, or you feeling that you are a channel for this guidance. And this card is about becoming that channel more consciously. I hope you like that, and hopefully it helps you in some way or another. Tomorrow's the full moon, so if you want to tune in, I'm going to do a full moon reading in a new way, which I haven't done before. Just made it up the other day, and I thought it would be a good thing to do for the full moon. So stay tuned for that reading tomorrow, and we'll draw a few cards for the full moon. Wish you the most amazing day and the most amazing life, and thank you for tuning in. If you have any comments, if you have any questions about the tarot, I'm also open to answer them, and I've got a little bit of time at the moment to put a little bit of energy into it, so please make a comment after the video and I'll see what I can do. Love to you all.